Fly me to the moon, let me play among the stars. Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. In other words,
Is this to be or not to be?
Can't say yet, too early to tell.
Oh, I was referring to the unit number. Is this to be or...
Put the unit numbers up yet.
Excellent. I'm in the right place then. I have to check because if I don't write things down these days, I have a tendency to forget.
That happens to us all. In polite circles, it's called aging.
Oh, and the impolite ones.
Over the hill, round the bend, 1 foot in the grave. Age is just a number. I could go on.
Oh, please don't. I'm depressed enough already. Still, if I am in the right place and this is to be, then I take it you are the John Collins that I'm looking for?
Well, I go by Jack, but I'm not going to quibble. But under the circumstances, you calling me John might lead to some misunderstanding.
What circumstances?
The reason you're here?
Oh, for sex, you mean?
Exactly. Since you're here for sex, you calling me John might mean the more purient kind of think of you as a woman of questionable repute.
You mean a hooker?
Some people always assume the worst.
Yes, I suppose they do. And those same people might suppose that you're one of my many Johns. Or hookies, as they say in the trade.
If that's what they say, I guess there's a distinct possibility of that.
And you think that a John such as yourself could or should get off the hook by calling himself Jack?
I think nothing of the kind. I don't know yet whether Jack or John is going to get off the hook or anything else.
Why don't you invite me in then and we'll find out. After all, that is what I'm here for.
You are Catherine Mansfield, are you not?
Call me Kate.
Right, Kate. I suppose under the circumstances we should be on a first name basis.
Again, those circumstances being that we're meeting solely to engage in coitus.
Dr. Johnson himself, I'm sure, couldn't have put it more succinctly. You certainly got away with words, Kate.
Yes, well, why don't we paraphrase a phrase from the sneaker industry and just get on with it?
Oh boy, I do love silk lingerie.
Not putting it on, I hope.
Come with me.
Oh, I have every intention of doing that, and maybe even without. Still, should we get down to the business?
At hand?
And everywhere else.
Oh, that was different.
Was it? How so?
Well, it's just not the same when you don't have to worry about feeling something.
I thought you were feeling plenty, or was I mistaken on that point?
Oh no, you were right on, or the kind of phrase, on right. Feeling something emotional.
Oh, so you meant feeling something emotional as opposed to something soft and pliable and fleshy. Still, it was good for you, nonetheless.
It was amazing. You've quite a handful, Kate, if I don't mind me using a cliche to describe you.
It depends entirely on the cliche. Still, handful is rather nice. How would you rate me on, say, a scale of 1 to 10?
At the very least, a strong 10, and you may have even nudged the Richter scale towards the elusive 11.
I will take that as a compliment.
It was meant as one. You made the earth move and rock my small part of it more than just a little.
Excellent. Just so long as you don't go getting emotional on me. We did just meet.
Our agreement was that our acquaintance, if that's what this is, was to be sensual, or not, was not so much purely sensual. We just wanted to fulfill a basic human need without, in an effort to find a perfect union. No. Wrong speech. Get through the rest of our lives to the fullest extent possible without leaving any essential stone unturned. Am I right?
You're right, all right? So long as you don't go thinking of yourself as Mr. Right.
No chance of that. I've been wrong far too often to consider myself right for any of this time in my life.
Excellent. As long as we agree on that, that was the arrangement after all.
After all, what?
Well, after all is said and done. Or in this case, just done.
I'm 100% with you on that, Kate. No feelings, no joy, no tears, none of that emotional nonsense. Just pure, unadulterated pleasure.
And plenty of feeling.
Well, I hope so. I haven't felt nearly enough of you yet to fulfill my wildest fantasies. Yeah?
I think I'm satiated for the moment and looking forward to another sensual encounter. I do quite like the way that your technique is so leisurely and uninhibited and not quite seemingly under your control.
That's by design. There's method in my madness. Since I'm semi-retired, I've got a lot of time, amongst other things, on my hands. No need to rush. I say to myself every day, what better way than to spend some time in the arms of a beautiful woman, engaging in
An afternoon delight.
an afternoon delight. We're both boomers. I might have thought from your profile you might have been a few years younger than I.
I am old enough to know what I want and when and where I want it.
Regardless of your age, you certainly function like a well-oiled machine.
Sometimes I do need a little help from my friends.
Don't we all, but I like to keep a few essentials on hand. I learnt that in the Boy Scouts. It doesn't hurt to be prepared.
Oh, God, I hope you weren't one of those poor scouts that was abused.
Nothing like that. Although they did make me sleep outside on the ground with all sorts of wild animals and prepare my own meals. Jack London himself might have perished. It was hell.
You do have a good sense of humour, I like that. Still, I should be going now that we've reached our mutual goals.
Right, now that you got what you came for.
Exactly, and so did you.
Well, no need for you to linger longer in your lingerie.
Oh, alliteration. My favourite literary device.
What other devices do you find stimulating?
I quite like a double entendre.
I bet you do. What else?
Oh, wouldn't you like to know?
Very much so. That's why I asked.
Well, being that we are in such close proximity to Nantucket, I must say I find a limerick to be a rather humorous diversion.
No need to elaborate on Nantucket limericks.
I have no intention of doing that. But while we are talking about language, I must tell you that a split infinitive drives me up the wall.
I'll be careful not to unconsciously split one.
No, but I'm sure you'll do so consciously and with what I can only refer to as reckless abandon.
Yeah, people say I've got a capacity for languages. What's your position on that dangling participle?
Well, it has some obvious shortcomings.
Doesn't it though? Do I see you again?
I don't see why not. You're the sort of footloose and fancy-free kind of guy I've been looking to hook up with for a while now.
Someone to fill a void in your life, or whatever.
Oh, don't read too much into my sexual response. It was purely physical, and I'd like to keep it that way. You too, right?
Of course.
Good. I'm glad we're in agreement on that.
Kate, I think this could be the start of a beautifully pointless friendship. No need spoiling it with any emotional baggage.
So I don't want to do that either. You don't smoke after sex, do you?
Not after sex or before. Bad for the lungs. Although I do like to think that I smoke during sex. Not cigarettes. Maybe we can meet sometime soon for coffee or something.
What?
Meet for coffee, share a moment in time, you, me, make some small talk. It's not unheard of.
Not unheard of.
Well, sorry about the preposition, but not about the suggestion for coffee.
Coffee? Why would we want to have coffee? We just met.
Just about everything else two people could possibly do.
Coffee could lead to all kinds of things like conversation and God only knows what.
Why don't we leave it in God's hands?
My God, we haven't even had coffee yet. We're on the verge of discussing religion. What kind of fool do you take me for?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry I brought it up. No offence intended. I don't know what got into me.
No, but you know what got into me. And if you want to get it in there again, you'll watch out. God, coffee. Coffee could lead to all kinds of familiarities that we agreed not to bring up. I told you, I was just looking for sex, not romance. I like to be pleasured and momentarily held, sometimes. I'm certainly not looking for anything else, and I definitely am not looking for a relationship.
Oh, good God, Kate, I'm not looking for a relationship. I just got caught up in the moment. To me, you're nothing more than a booty call, as the millennials put it. I'm not looking for, nor do I expect anything else. Really, I've got all kind of issues.
That I have no interest in hearing about.
Nor should you. I just thought, never mind what I thought, it doesn't apply in our situation.
Oh my God, Jack. What we have here, as far as I'm concerned, doesn't even qualify as a situation. It was merely an act of mutual carnal consent for the express purpose of reciprocal pleasure.
Mutual carnal consent, I like that. You've certainly got a talent for using the English language.
Yeah, well, I don't know whether you're putting me on or putting me off. But if you can't stick to our agreement, I may not be calling on you again. God, you're certainly different in either case.
From what?
From any preconceived ideas I might have had about whoever or whatever before I met you.
Should I take that as a compliment?
You can take it however you want. It's simply an observation, not some deeply embedded part of my psyche.
Well, that's good, because I like parlour games, card games, bedroom games. There are strong opposition to parlour games.
To mind games, maybe?
Yeah.
I'm fine with parlour games, but mind games are not what I want. Not interested.
Right.
Oh, dear. Jack, I feel I must tell you that there are other men with whom I, share my aspirations, just as I am sure there are other women with whom you exchange an occasional dalliance.
No other women at the moment, no dalliances. I do have a cat.
A cat? I haven't seen a cat.
Nor will you. Honey's very shy. She doesn't much take to strangers.
Oh, well, we'll see about that. I should be going. I know the way out.
Right. Same time next week.
Well, God willing, and the creek don't rise, as they say down south.
Is that what they say down there? I've never been down south.
Well, no, neither have I, but I know plenty of boys from down, people from down that way. I hear it's quite lovely.
Perhaps I should get in a stash of bourbon and branch water before your next visit.
Ooh, a little bit of southern hospitality might be quite nice, yes. Thank you.
Have a nice night, Miss Scarlett.
Oh, I'm sorry, I must be at the wrong unit. I thought this was 2B.
Oh, no, this is 2B. They just haven't put the unit numbers up yet. There was some kind of delay, so I've been told.
Oh, I know, I've heard the same thing. I just wasn't expecting to run into anyone here. Who are you?
It may take a while to explain, and I might need the help of my therapist.
What I meant was, are you a friend of my father's?
Well, it depends. Who's your father?
Jack Collins. He lives here. He just moved in.
Oh, we all just moved in. It's a brand new complex. Jack's daughter, you said. You look...
Asian? I am. Half. My mother was Vietnamese. I'm what the Vietnamese call bui doi.
Oh, the dust of life.
You understand Vietnamese?
No. I saw Miss Saigon.
I see. Do you have a name?
Oh, Catherine Mansfield. My friends call me Kate.
And what does my father call you?
Kate, among other things.
So, where is he?
Your father? Oh, he is in the bathroom last time I saw him. Not long ago.
In the bathroom?
It's just down the hall.
I know where the bathroom is! How long have you known my father?
Oh, about a week or two. We met online. Hookup.com.
Which is grand. By all appearances, you two have hooked up, as the millennials would say.
Well, yes, we have gained some familiarity with one another.
Look, you don't have to explain. I'm a big girl.
It's been good for both of us. You and me, I suppose we were just both looking for the same thing, a non-committed sexual relationship.
Like I said, you don't have to explain.
We have the same biological imperatives.
Lady! Kate! Knock it off!
You should be happy that your father's managed to find such a willing and unencumbered companion.
Willing and unencumbered is not what one ordinarily looks for in a relationship.
Oh, this isn't a relationship. It's more something in a state of flux. We're just getting acquainted. It's an amicable agreement.
Well, whatever you call this, it seems inappropriate for my dad to be having sex with a perfect stranger.
Oh, I'm far from perfect.
A stranger nonetheless? Do you know anything about my father? Anything other than things of a carnal nature?
Well, I do now. And from his online profile, I know that he lost his young wife quite some time ago, but we haven't talked about it.
That wife he lost was my mother.
Oh. Oh, so sorry. That was stupid of me. I don't know what I was thinking.
She was just another casualty of the war.
Such a horrible war. Such a waste.
You must have seen Dad's scars under the circumstances.
Oh, you mean under the sheets? Yes, I saw them. I just didn't want to pry. Or, open any old wounds. Besides, we were never really in a position to delve into each other's individual histories.
Look, I understand not wanting to get too personal. That's not what you came here for. But I dare not ask what positions you were in.
Well, I know this may sound crazy, but this arrangement seems to be working for us.
I won't judge you for wanting pleasure more than problems. We all seem to have too little of the former and too much of the latter.
Well, that's just the way the world seems to work these days.
What's all the racket? There.
Hello, Dad.
Well, this is
I think awkward is the word you're looking for.
will certainly suffice. I see you met my new friend Kate.
Oh, yes, we've had rather an enlightening conversation.
I'd love to have heard it.
I don't think so.
Coffee. Anybody up for some coffee?
No, you know how I feel about coffee?
Perhaps some other time.
I don't think so.
There's always room at the table for another cup.
Dad, she wants to leave. And what's with the coffee?
Well, don't let me keep you.
I'll be going. Thank you for a lovely afternoon.
My pleasure.
Dad!
Okay, Miss Mansfield.
Call me Sarah.
Liam, would you care for a cup of coffee?
Oh, I want a whole lot more than that. I want to know what the hell is going on with that woman. What is going on? Scarlett. Who is she?
This is not what you think.
Oh, you have no idea what I think.
You probably think it's inappropriate for me to be having sex at my age with a perfect stranger.
Dad, she's a far sight from perfect. She told me so herself.
Complete stranger.
That's a starting point.
Well, obviously she's not a stranger to me.
Not now! Where did you meet her?
Online?
That's better than inline, but what do you really know about her other than what she told you online or off?
Well, I don't know anything about her personally. That's how we want to keep it, impersonal. We don't want to get caught up emotionally or whatnot.
I see it clearly now. By just having sex, you're keeping things impersonal.
And that's how we want it. Just want some adult recreational behaviour without spoiling it by getting caught up with feelings or as I said, whatnot.
What not? What not? Dad, what you're not facing here is a reality. In spite of what you may have learned in the army, there is no such thing as meaningless sex. Especially to a woman. You and Mrs. Mansfield.
She goes by Kate.
Okay, Kate, may think this is just a fling, but you're wrong. Whether you know it or not, or will admit it or not, you're looking for something more permanent than momentary pleasure. And my hunch is she is too.
Well, if the truth be known, I wouldn't mind a normal friendship along with what is if we got, but she doesn't want to have it. She just wants to keep things carnal, and I'm okay with that. Not getting caught up in each other's lives and problems, and yeah, I just want to keep it calm, and that's fine.
Dad, you spent your whole life getting involved in other people's lives, counseling vets, finding people job and educational opportunities, steering broken men to mental health resources, and finding housing for the homeless. But most importantly, just giving people hope. There's nothing wrong with wanting something in return. And maybe, just maybe, that's what Kate is looking for too.
She strikes me as the sort of woman who knows exactly what she wants, and I'm okay with that. No strings attached. I've got to tell you, she's a man's dream come true. I've got to tell you, it's the best sex I've had in a long time.
No, you don't have to tell me that. And I think she's more complicated than a walking, talking sex machine. When we were talking about Vietnam,
What?
something missing. I'm not sure. How old is she?
Old enough?
Well, I take it you're both baby boomers even if you're not born on the 4th of July.
We never got into anything that personal.
God forbid you should know each other's ages.
Well, it just didn't come up.
Stop it.
No, wait, she's a boomer. I discovered that when I realised we liked some of the same music from the 60s. I wasn't being crude.
It's okay. I just don't want you to do anything stupid like hurt her, and I don't want her to hurt you. You know nothing about her.
I don't think she'd do anything to take advantage of me. Besides, she could find somebody with some money or prestige or something.
In any case, we need to make sure. I don't trust online dating sites. There are too many horror stories arising from people who have been completely blindsided by people pretending to be something they're not. What do you really know about her?
Not much.
Did you Google her?
Not that I'm aware of.
I'll do it myself.
Whatever you're into, honey. It's official now. This is 2B.
Oh, is it?
Well, the unit number's up, so it must be.
Well, we'll see.
We will indeed.
Don't get your hopes up.
That's not what I was hoping to get up. I assure you.
Oh, it's a few doors down.
Come in.
I'm already in.
I'll take a seat. I'll get some drinks.
I don't want a seat and I don't want anything to drink.
Of course, I forgot. No preamble, just pure.
We need to talk.
What did you say?
I said we need to talk, or I need to listen, or maybe both.
Are you sure about this?
Yes, no, maybe.
You need to make up your mind.
Okay, yes. We need to have a brief verbal discussion to clarify a few points.
Well, this is certainly a long way outside the parameters of our agreement.
I know, and I don't care.
Well, I've been told I'm a good listener, so bring it on.
It's about your daughter.
Leanne?
Yes, I need to talk to you about Leanne.
Leanne is the light of my life. Without her, I wouldn't be here.
Well, neither would she. So, how is it that you happen to have a Vietnamese daughter?
One of those things. It's just what happened.
Well, could you please elaborate? I would like to know.
Wouldn't you be a bit more specific? I mean,
No, I don't think so.
well,
Please, just tell me about it.
about Vietnam?
Sure. Tell me about what happened to you over there. Because that is the big place for us.
Well, it's it's an old story, but a familiar one. One that has been repeated ever since man first took up arms against his fellow man.
I was hoping for something a little less philosophical, but go on.
Well, it was a long time ago, almost too long ago to remember. Sometimes it seems like it was only yesterday. I was one of those idealistic kids who took JFK at his word and didn't ask what my country could do for me, but what I could do for my country. I know I'm paraphrasing, but I'm sure you recall the moment.
Many of our generation were similarly smitten. Some joined the Peace Corps and others took a different path. War and peace.
Well, there's nothing novel about it. I was drafted in '67. I didn't really mind though, because I wasn't ready for college and I didn't think my mum could afford it. During boot camp, they discovered my capacity for languages. So I sent to the Army Language Institute to learn Vietnamese before they sent me off to Vietnam. End of story.
I don't think so.
I think I'd prefer to keep what we've got between us on a purely casual sex basis.
Yeah, it's a bit too late for that. You said you had a facility for languages. How do you explain that?
Genes. My old man, who I never met, was an academic. I never knew this until I was an adult. It was Leanne who tracked him down. I'm the product of what's known as a one-night stand. That's another story. Anyway, in high school, I didn't have any trouble with academics, especially languages. Spanish, French, Italian. You with me so far?
Oui, continue, eh?
Long story short, I was based as a army interceptor and translator. My counterpart was a young NCO by the name of Tran Nguyen. Tran was a good guy, cool under fire from both the army brass or the VC. But he had an older sister, Chuit, who taught school in the local fishing village south of Da Nang. Chuit was everything. Beautiful, sensitive.
Love at first sight?
Not for her. Chuit didn't trust the VC, the US Army or the VC or the NVA. It took a while, but she changed. when she realised that we meant well, she saw that I had a real interest in her people and what the war was doing to her country. When she dropped her defences, we became the perfect match in an imperfect world.
You don't have to go on, I can imagine.
But the army was having none of it. We married in a Vietnamese ceremony and kept it under wraps. We figured that when this war was over, come what may, she'd be better off married to an American if things went really badly.
Which they did.
Which they did. You heard enough?
I think so, for now.
What about you?
What? What about me what?
Your story. You owe me, remember?
Oh. Newton girl, white privilege, private schools, no, piano lessons, ballet, French, summers at the Cape, the whole catastrophe.
Which
I
led,
had a scholarship from Emerson. I was destined for a career in the arts before my life took a divergent path.
which led where?
A long way from home.
Well, it could be anywhere.
I know.
Yeah, but I don't. Glenn wants me to Google you.
Haven't you done enough to me already?
Yes, I had that coming.
Yes, you did. But that does remind me of why I'm here. This bra is awfully tight. Perhaps you could undo it for me.
Get down to the business at hand.
In hand is even better. This one unfastens from the front for your convenience.
I like that in a person, always thinking of others.
So, what's new?
Not much, you.
Ah, same old, same old.
Refill?
On the house?
You should know better than that.
Not even for a war-weary vet.
Not for one who's been mooching coffee for as long as I can remember.
Could be your memory's fading, Rosie.
If my memory's fading, why can't I forget you?
No one can.
I know, I've tried.
I'm good for coffee, Rosie. Fill her up.
Leave room for cream and sugar in mine.
Sure, you need it. So, when are you two getting hitched?
And ruin a perfect friendship? To say nothing of the fact that I am old enough to be his mother.
Our relationship is based on mutual admiration and respect, not on some stuffy idea of romance.
And I am not the sort to marry a man of any age.
And I'm not the sort to marry a woman of any age.
What are friends for?
To pick you up when everybody else lets you down.
Okay, I won't argue that point, but there does come a point in every relationship between a man and a woman where something's got to give.
Well, that doesn't mean somebody has to take. At least not in our experience.
How long have you been married, Rosie?
Too long.
How long is that?
Oh, 20 odd, and I do mean odd years.
It's a long time. Lucky guy.
Guys, both of them, God rest their souls.
Till death us do part.
Yeah, comes with the territory.
It's a little rough. 2 husbands she's buried.
She means well.
That's what scares the hell out of me. Anyway, back to square one. What's up with you?
Well, I am all moved into my new digs.
You didn't call me to help you move, and I have a pickup truck and a strong back.
That is not what friends are for.
I'll forgive you this time. So how are they, the new digs?
Yeah, they're nice, very nice. Quiet neighbours, I think. People around my own age. Complacent with the way things are.
Meet anybody special?
No, why do you ask?
Just concerned with my friend's welfare. All part of looking out for one another.
Is that so?
Or shouldn't I be?
Well, that depends.
On what?
On if you're looking out for my welfare or my private business.
Business? Is that what they call it these days?
Call what?
You know what I'm talking about.
Have you been doing your private eye thing on me? Have you had me under surveillance?
I wouldn't call it that.
Oh, what would you call it then?
I just made a few discreet inquiries to make sure you're safe in your new environment. I always watch out for you, you know that.
And I always watch out for you, but I don't pry into your personal life.
I wasn't prying. I haven't done any real digging at all. I was just concerned.
About what?
About what's going on, if anything, between you and the dude in 2B.
Oh my god, I can't believe this.
Should I be worried?
No, my relationship with the guy in 2B is strictly sexual.
Oh, fine.
Satisfied?
No, but I'm sure he is. How could you do this to me, Kate?
I'm not doing it to you. I'm doing it to him.
Hey, I don't mean to pry, but we've been friends for a very long time without ever having, you know,
Had sex?
right, sex. And I just don't want to see you get hurt by some guy who doesn't know you or anything about you.
Look, if you don't want to see me get hurt, then don't look. It's as simple as that. I am a big girl. I don't cry. I can look after myself.
I just want to talk with him. See what his intentions are. Make sure he's on the up and up. I can tell a lot by talking to someone.
Yeah, with a gun to their heads. God, you are way out of line, Rocky. I don't need a babysitter.
I'm only looking out for an old friend. What do you say?
Fine. I suppose it wouldn't hurt to know a little bit about him. But no rough stuff. Don't strong arm him, and no guns.
Word of honor. Just want to feel him up. Feel him out. No rough stuff, I swear.
You're gonna do this whether I agree or not, right?
Probably. Yeah, I'll do it regardless. You know me too well.
Look, just so long as he doesn't think I had anything to do with it, then he knows it was all your idea.
Sure, I can do that. Have my word.
Which means what?
Not what it used to mean.
You know what? For a friend, you're a right pain in my ass.
I know. Other than that, how's your day?
Fly me to the moon. Let me play among the Fly me to the moon. Let me play among the stars. Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars.
You may say it, but I don't mean it.
That's okay, I don't love you either, but I do love it.
Don't take it personally.
Why would I take it personally?
It's not about you.
I get that, nothing personal. I know where you stand and sit. I lay down once or twice a week.
I mean, if I was looking for a companion, which I'm not, I wouldn't count out someone like you.
In, out, what's it all about, Alfie?
Don't go getting philosophical on me, Jack. Just because I don't love you doesn't mean I don't like you.
Does that mean you do like me?
Yes, in my fashion.
That's good, because I like you too, in my way.
I'm glad you feel that way.
Yeah, well, that way.
That way, yes. And I like.
I like the way you feel, Sue, so silky, soft and pliable.
No, that is not what I was talking about.
I keep forgetting to remember the rules of our tryst. We don't want to know each other at all, except,
Carnally,
yeah, and what a way to know.
we probably have nothing in common, really, except a certain lust for life.
Right, nothing in common. Well, how do you know?
Well, I know nothing about you.
Well, you know, I've got an Amerasian daughter that I went to Vietnam to save democracy from the Chinese dragon, the Russian bear, the little hose hordes of who knows what. And you know, I'm somewhat of a skilled linguist.
Yeah, I do know that.
And I know nothing about you. Where you live, not even your unit number. Oh my God. You could be a Republican for all I know. Or in this case, who have I done?
No! No, I am not a Republican. Oh my. Do you really want to know more? I mean, does it really matter?
No, it doesn't really matter anymore, I suppose.
Well, good, because that was what our agreement was. We agreed no emotional attachments.
Yeah, that way, if anything untoward happened to me, like my premature demise, you could hook up with the first Tom, Dick, or Harry, Dick that comes along, not feeling remorseful or anything like that. Am I right?
You'd be such an ass, you know that, but that was the idea, yes.
That's a good one too. No regrets. Imagine that, a life with no regrets.
I should be going now.
Door's always open. You don't have to leave on my account.
Yes, I do. You make me feel things I don't want to feel.
About what?
Myself.
Ever been in love, Kate?
Only about 1,000 times. Can't you tell?
I met with one man.
I don't know what you mean.
I don't think you do either.
Oh, is Joanne the only woman you have ever loved?
Besides my mum?
Yes.
Yep, she was the only one, the only woman I've ever been in love with.
Oh, you're one and lonely.
That wasn't her fault. The war just overwhelmed us.
Yes, but Jack, it's clear that you've been with other women sexually.
It's pretty obvious you've been around the block.
Well, I will not deny that there are other men with whom I've been sexually involved, but that's got nothing to do with us.
Men that you must have had some feelings for.
Of one kind or another.
Some of these men must have cared for you.
About me, not for me.
Is there a difference?
Well, to my way of thinking, yes.
Well, you have to explain.
No, Jack, I don't have to explain. I don't have to explain anything. That was the whole point of our agreement. Keep things strictly impersonal.
Right.
Oh, okay. Well then, I think I must be off now. But before I go, I have to tell you, an old friend of mine, he wants to reach out to contact you and take a meeting, as they say in LA.
Is that what they say out there?
Well, so I've been told.
Or it's better than saying, take a pooler, like they say in those gangster movies they make out there.
Oh, well, you don't need to worry about him. No need to be scared about him. He's perfectly harmless.
Now I'm really concerned.
Don't be.
Is this about us?
Jack, there is no us.
Well, not for you and me, but what about him?
That may be what he wants to talk about.
Ah, maybe a possible menage a trois.
What? No! No! What kind of woman do you take me for?
Well, from the little I know, I've got to assume almost anything's possible.
And you'd be alright with that, a menage a trois or whatever.
No, that would complicate things for a situation that is already too complicated. You're the one who brought up whoever.
Rocky.
Rocky! The guy came Rocky. Probably wants to beat my brains out.
No, he doesn't. He promised. No rough stuff. It's fine. He's not going to do anything. He just wants to talk.
How long have you known this Rocky? How old is he?
Oh, look, he's about 40-ish. I've known him 20-odd years. We go way back.
Not that old, 40-ish. How big is he?
Well, he used to play football for Georgia Tech.
You said you knew some boys from down south.
And I do. I might tell you about them one day.
Well, tell me about it.
No, I don't think so. I think we need to talk more about what happened over there. Because that is something we can talk about. Because it has nothing to do with us now and what we're doing. It's about back then. And it's okay to not be okay then or now. Okay?
I've never talked about this with anyone.
And that's okay.
All right? I didn't know Tillian was pregnant. I don't think she even knew herself when I was sent out on a basic intel message into the valley, one where I took a hit. I still don't know what went so wrong. The squad I was with was all but wiped out. Tran protected me until a chopper came in and took us both to a medical facility. Tran only had a flesh wound, but I had a back full of shrapnel and some internal injuries. When I was strong enough, they sent me home. No charge.
But that's good, no?
Only the no charge part. Back in the world, made a long recovery, and when I came out, I was addicted to Demerol and on the army shit list for making nice remarks about the war and while I was recovering.
That's no way to treat a soldier.
Tell me about it. When Chuan's village was overrun by the Viet Cong in '69, I lost all contact with Tran and Chuan. The army knew nothing about my marriage, so as far as I was concerned, I wasn't married. During this time, Lian was born, and within a year, Chuan was killed. You don't want to know how.
Oh, you don't need to continue.
No, it's okay to talk about it, even with somebody who doesn't want to hear it.
No, I do. I didn't realise it would cause you this much pain. I never wanted to do that.
I never knew about this for years later until Tran turned up on my doorstep with 6-year-old Lian in tow. With the help of a Catholic relief agency, he'd managed to survive the war and found his way into the States.
Land of the free and home of the brave.
Tran fled to Laos with Lian. She was 3 by then. I still didn't know anything about her. And with the help of some nuns and a priest I only knew as Father Mike, they managed to get into the States.
Well, thank God for that.
Almost made a believer of me. Almost.
Oh, Jack, I am profoundly sorry for your loss.
Everyone is now.
So, Tran looked after Lian for all that time in Laos?
Well, with the help of the nuns from Malaysia and Cambodia, he loved his sister and wanted to do the right thing by Lian. He got what she did in those early years. She may have been neglected, but she knew she was loved. She knew she had a dad out there somewhere.
So, where is Tran now?
Dead. Agent Orange. It took a while, but the war got him too.
You two were close?
He was my brother, my comrade in adversity.
Know that is a remarkable story of survival. You should be proud.
I think you should go now.
I will. But there is one other thing I have to tell you. I saw your cat, Honey.
Yeah.
Oh, she was under the couch peering out at me.
How'd she look?
Skeptical.
Well, she'll come around as long as you keep doing the same.
I'll take that under advisement, but I will see you next week.
Not much to go on.
I'm a friend of Kate Mansfield. An old friend.
You don't look that old to me.
Wise guy, huh?
I'm old enough to have picked up a smattering of wisdom along the way. At least I hope so.
Okay, enough with the jokes, pal. I'm here to talk business.
Take a seat, Mr. Calhoun.
Rocky!
All right, Rocky. So, what can I do you for? Rocky, as they say somewhere.
Down south. I'm originally from there, Atlanta.
A regular southern gentleman, no doubt.
I know some people would argue I'm decidedly lacking in that area.
Which one, the southern or the gentleman's?
The latter.
That puts us on somewhat of an even keel. I'm a Southie, born and bred. As tough as a Yankee can get.
We'll see about that. I guess you know why I'm here?
I haven't got a clue. I don't know why I'm here.
Why we're meeting I'm talking about.
Oh, that?
I want you to lay off Kate Mansfield.
As opposed to what?
Don't be a wise guy, pal. I'm an ex-cop. I've had it up to here with wise guys.
You're a cop?
Ex-cop, I said. But I still have friends on the force.
Damn, the force. So what is it you do now for a living?
I'm self-employed.
What capacity?
Why can't you just say doing what? What's all this in what capacity shit?
All right, doing what?
I'm a private investigator.
No shit, you're a PI, a private dick like Spencer.
No!
Magnum.
No, not like Magnum.
Jim Rockford.
No! Not like any of them. I just do a little snooping around for divorce lawyers, paranoid husbands, and occasionally the IRS. Nothing crazy like you see on TV.
Well, that must be fascinating work, looking into people's private lives like that, digging through their dirty laundry.
There's no dirty laundry.
I was speaking metaphorically.
You keep shit such as that up, I just might have to hang your ass out to dry.
So you're here today as part of your job?
Wrong. This is a personal matter. I'm here on behalf of Kate Mansfield, but not at her request. In fact, she was against me meeting you at all. She even made me swear I wouldn't rough you up if we did meet.
Well, I'm glad about that. I am, after all, a peaceful man, peace-loving man.
Aren't we all?
Not in my experience. But be forewarned, as a veteran of the US Army, I was trained in unarmed combat before they sent me off to Vietnam.
You were in Nam?
My country needed me. I answered the call.
I didn't know that. When were you there?
A lifetime ago. 68, 69.
One tour?
Second tour was cut short when I was wounded and medevaced back to the world.
I read you. Humvee I hitched a ride on hit a landmine in Iraq. I was the only one lucky enough to make it out. Everyone else,
You don't have to explain.
that was some sorry shit. Pardon my French.
Well, it wasn't French, but I hear you. You okay, bro?
I am now. You?
As good as I'm gonna get.
So how'd you meet our mutual friend?
Kate,
Have we got another one?
not that I'm aware of. Met her online.
Looking for love.
Wasn't love I was looking for, just sex.
She said the same thing.
You've been friends, what, a long time, you and Kate?
20-something years?
Well, you don't have to worry about me. My interest in Kate is purely sexual. There's nothing platonic going on around here.
And this is good?
Well, it was for us. It's just what we wanted. Some fun times without any getting any strings attached. What business is it of yours anyway?
Because I don't want my friend to be abused or hurt.
Don't worry, she's in good hands. Sorry, I didn't mean anything.
Okay, just watch.
Let me get one thing straight. You and Kate are not involved romantically.
No, I'm young enough to be her son.
Well, don't flaunt it. I may be old, but I'm not far from done. And let me tell you, neither is she.
Okay, look, I'm sorry. I'm just watching out for my friend, okay?
Oh yeah, I got friends too.
Look, I may have just gotten the wrong idea about you. I didn't know you were in Nam.
You either. Soldier of misfortune. What does it matter now anyway?
I don't know, maybe it doesn't. It's just curious, we're both vets. Anyway, be careful with Kate. She may not be as tough as she lets on.
Who is?
And protect yourself too. You never know how these things are going to go.
I'll bear that in mind.
I have to go. I wish I could say it's been a pleasure.
May the force be with you.
I jumped out of bed and stumbled to the kitchen, pour myself a cup of ambition and young instruction. Are you two gonna speak or just keep staring at each other across the abyss of cold black coffee?
We're thinking, Rosie.
Okay, gotcha. Having one of those internal monologues like in a movie or a paperback novel. The kind the drugstore sells? Well, to each his own. Who said that?
I don't know who said it originally, probably some Greek way back when, but I'll drink to it.
It was Plato.
So what's up with you two? It's like you're married or something. Did somebody die?
No,
it's
she's
just
in one of her
his
moods.
Okay. I see you're gonna be here for a while. I'll go start a fresh pot. Some pie wouldn't hurt you either. Humble pie.
So, how did it go?
My little get-together with Mr. Wonderful.
With my new acquaintance.
Oh, him. I'd have to say it was quite instructive for both of us.
Was it? How so?
Turns out we're both vets. Different wars. Nonetheless, I find it a little strange you didn't mention that before.
It didn't come up. Oh, don't say something stupid. I know what you're thinking. I just forgot.
Well, I did a little digging. Maybe I can refresh your memory.
Go ahead.
Turns out you were both in Vietnam at the same time, and it appears you were at the same place.
Well, I know where I was.
Did you know he has an Amerasian daughter?
Yes. I met Leanne quite by accident. He
Jack?
Jack told me that he married Leanne's mother in a secret Vietnamese ceremony. The US Army, the consulate, and the Vietnamese authorities knew nothing about it. If they'd have known, they might not have sent him back to the States without his wife. Foolish kids in love.
Weren't we all?
What's your point?
Maybe that you and Jack have crossed paths previously. In another time, another war, who knows?
What I do know is he's good with languages. It's how he ended up in Intel with the 101st. And sometime after he was medevac back to the States, Leanne was born and his wife was killed. I don't know the details.
Doesn't matter now.
And he didn't know anything about Leanne until she and her Uncle Tran, his brother-in-law and counterpart in the Intel group, rocked up on his doorstep years later in Brookline.
He told you this.
Yeah, well, him and Leanne, Jack doesn't like to talk about it.
I'd like to have a little chat with the daughter. You okay with that?
Doesn't concern me. Well, I should tell you, she's sent me a note. She wants to meet with me again.
Go ahead, doesn't concern me. Anyway, you want to hear what I have on the guy?
Yeah, I don't need to know.
I know better.
Sure, go ahead, I'm all ears.
After the war, and after he got sober, Jack made a good living with his language skills. Translator and interpreter for government agencies, CUN, little teaching work, corporate America, and did some pro bono work too for various social service organizations and the VA.
I told you he was good with languages.
Yeah, but evidently no gift for the gab.
Yeah, but he did all of that while raising a daughter.
And getting a master's degree at BC. His brother-in-law Tran and his mum helped raise the kid. She's a math whiz now, software engineer at MIT now.
Yeah, I didn't know that. Jack did tell me that Tran died some time ago from Agent Orange. What about his mother?
Gone. 1992. Quite a woman. Family disowned her when she had a kid out of wedlock, but she survived, got a degree in accounting, and never looked back. Gave the kid a decent upbringing, and for want of a better term, a humanitarian streak.
What about his father?
Good question. I couldn't even find a place to start looking. Fake name on Jack's birth certificate, some distant cousin in Ireland she'd never met.
He did say that he was an academic of some sort.
That could explain the brain power.
No, not necessarily.
I know what you mean. But it's still a place to start looking for answers. Something's not right.
Look, I don't need to know all of this.
I do. To make sure you'll be okay.
Will I be?
That's up to you.
And him.
And him.
So then, does he have your stamp of approval?
Yeah. As a fellow vet, he's got my stamp of approval. Unless he steps out of line. Sometimes the boys from Nam go a little crazy. Be careful.
I always am. Let the games begin.
It's not a game, Kate. Someone could get hurt.
Not me.
I didn't know if you'd meet me or not. Thank you for coming.
I do enjoy the park, especially on such a lovely day.
I'll get right to the point.
Please do.
I don't want you seeing my father any longer
Any longer than what?
than necessary. In fact, I don't want you seeing him at all. Is that clear?
Again, your father is a grown man. He's perfectly capable of deciding who he does and does not see.
You don't know him. He's not well.
His wounds seem to have healed. He seemed fit enough to me.
Not the ones you can't see, the ones he keeps hidden even from himself.
Why don't you tell me about it? Perhaps I can help.
Dad was a wreck, both physically and emotionally, when Tran and I stumbled into his life. Drugs, alcohol, self-pity, anger. I was just 6 years old and in a strange land. I was scared out of my wits and desperate for something, anything to hold on to.
Must have been very difficult for you.
And this wreck of a man standing in front of me was the savior Tran had been telling me about my whole life. When I saw the love in his eyes for this little wandering waif that he didn't even know existed, I knew I would be okay. I knew he would look after me. When he looked into my eyes, I think he saw my mother, and his life changed. So did mine. Dad, Tran, Nana Collins never let me know want or fear again.
No, you gave him something to live for. You were his savior.
I was just a little girl.
How did you and Tran survive all that time?
That's a story for another day. What you need to know for today is that in spite of all appearances, my dad still carries the wounds from Vietnam. Not from what happened to him, but from what he did or didn't do in the war.
I didn't realize that he hadn't been able to put it all behind him. No, never mind.
Dad has spent his whole life helping war vets and orphans put their lives back together again in an attempt to somehow put right a world he considers gone terribly wrong, all without ever recognizing his own vulnerable place in it.
Well, I was under the impression that your father was a successful linguist, that he made a good living from being a translator for both the private and government sectors.
Linguistics is just his job. Helping people was his life. Especially casualties of war. Any war. But since you seem to be a taker rather than a giver, you wouldn't understand.
I suppose not.
That's why I watch out for my dad. To make sure people don't use him for their own purposes.
I understand.
Do you?
You know, you make me wish I had a daughter like you.
No kids?
No. No kids, never married. Oh, hundreds of proposals, but never one I could take seriously.
How could that be?
Well, that would be my story for another time. But what you should know now is that I don't intend to hurt your father. That's not what I want to do. And it's the beautiful thing about our relationship. We don't know enough about each other to hurt or be hurt.
If you say so, I'll take your word for it. I guess we're done here.
Just one last thing. What could you tell me about Jack's father?
Dad? Never met him, didn't want to. I did. He was a physicist after the war, the big war. Married with kids when he had a one-night stand with my nana in 48. Knew about Jack, paid and paved his way as best as he could. Died at 90, bad heart, which I didn't know he had. Nothing else to tell.
The man who never returned. You know, I actually think Jack would do better if he started talking about the war.
Maybe. That's my story. What's yours? You're a bigger mystery than my dad.
I can only really confirm what you probably found on Google. My age, never been arrested, single, worked for the VA in various capacities.
Yeah, it read like an obituary. I want to know about the living and breathing Catherine Mansfield, not the Google version. There's too many missing pieces.
So what do you want to know?
Why my dad? Of all the willing and eligible men in the world, why sleep with Jack Collins?
Luck of the draw, I suppose. We were both looking for the same thing.
That may be true, but I don't think either of you knows what that is.
Oh, it's the peace that surpasses all understanding. The Holy Grail.
I think it's something a little less ethereal than that. Something more personal.
Well, then I guess we're just going to have to keep looking.
I suppose so.
With your blessing.
This isn't turning out the way that I planned.
I don't know what to say.
Don't say anything. And be careful with my dad. He's not as strong as he looks.
None of us are.
You seem to be.
Some of us have to be.
So, who's your new friend, Romeo?
Don't start, Rosie. We're just having coffee, nothing funny going on.
Well, at least this one's closer to your age, or thereabouts. Name's Rosie. You probably gathered that. How do you like your coffee?
Black. Thanks, Rosie. I'm Lynn.
How about that, Rocky? We only just met and we're on first name basis. You should move so fast.
I'm not trying to move at all. We just met to talk over some old business, and I made the mistake of thinking this might be a good place to have a private conversation.
Well, you're right about the mistake part, and I know when I'm not wanted. Whistle if you need something. It's nice to make your acquaintance, Leanne.
Likewise, Rosie.
Watch out for this one. He's not as innocent as he likes to let on.
Neither am I.
Sorry about that. We go back a long way, and she's always on my case to settle down,
Settle down.
get married.
I can't offer any advice on that, never having walked down the altar myself.
To the single life. I have nothing against marriage as an institution, but as a way of life, I think it has some limitations. Then again, maybe I just haven't met the right person.
Nor have I.
So, you're Jack's kid, huh?
I'm hardly a kid anymore.
Sorry, no offense.
None taken.
So you know why you're here?
To talk about my dad and his relationship with Catherine Mansfield, the infamous Kate.
So you do know.
What else could we possibly have to talk about?
You never know. I've been told I'm a fairly interesting guy, and I'm not all that hard to look at. Some sparks could fly.
Yeah, I wouldn't count on it.
Not your type.
I haven't typecast you yet, but if you continue along your current path, you wouldn't even be considered a contender.
I could have been a contender. Sorry about that. Brando? On the waterfront. Guess you didn't see it.
I guess not.
Let's get down to business, shall we?
Absolutely. You start.
Ladies first.
I'm no lady.
Okay, I'll start. I don't know where to start.
At the beginning?
No, we're way past that point. I want to talk about the end of this, whatever it is, affair, tryst, relationship that's going on between your old man and my old friend.
That's why I'm here. To try and get your old man, my old man to lay over your old friend.
Look, I was never in favor of her laying on him in the first place. And I never bought into the idea of meaningless sex, outside the bounds of a war-torn country. Sorry, no offense intended.
What? I am offended. I am the product of sex between two people in a war-torn country who, in my case, just happened to fall in love with each other.
I wasn't referring to Vietnam.
Well, which war were you referring to?
The Gulf War. Iraq. My war.
You were in Iraq?
One of the unfortunate few.
I'm sorry, I didn't know.
I don't advertise it.
Neither does my dad. He doesn't deny he was in Vietnam, but he doesn't like talking about it, except at night in his nightmares.
I've been down that road. Your father and I were cut from the same patriotic mold. Turns out the mold maker had a couple of faults, for which we paid the price. We have that and Kate in common.
How do you know Kate? You're not involved.
Not romantically. She just happened to have saved my life.
Saved your life?
I was wounded in Iraq, the landmine. Medevac back home. Kate was working in the VA hospital in Jamaica Plain where I recovered and went through rehab. If not for her, I wouldn't be here. I'd pretty much given up hope, along with everything else, until she came along.
Kate is a nurse?
Was. I thought you knew. Started out as an army nurse in Vietnam with a surgical and evac unit in I Corps. After Vietnam, she started with the VA as a nurse, and then a counselor specializing in PTSD. I settled in Boston because I needed her support and guidance, even after I finished rehab. She was the only one who seemed to understand everything that went on over there. Funny thing is,
What? What's the funny thing?
during my recovery, sometimes I'd get the feeling that she needed me, or guys like me, as much as we needed her. It's like she never got over what happened to her and her boys, as she called them in Vietnam.
After the war, Kate became a therapist.
I think it was a natural transition from the rigors of nursing as she got older.
Yeah, Dad did the same thing along with his work in linguistics.
No shit. I mean, no kidding. That's a little odd.
Is it? Where was Kate stationed in Vietnam?
Some tiny backwater village until we got there. Then it became one of the biggest bases in the whole country. Air Force, Army, Marines. Chu Lai, I think it was. Yeah, the 91st Evacuation Hospital in Chu Lai. Kate showed me a scrapbook of her tour. You should see it. It might answer some questions.
Ping Yen, my mother's village, is not far from Chu Lai, and Dad was really back from Chu Lai after his surgery.
Jesus H. Christ, you don't suppose...
I mean, it's possible. They were both there in what, 68, 69?
Yeah, the timing's right, but what are the chances? Hundreds of GIs were medevaced out of Chu Lai. I'll set up another meeting with Kate. You two need to talk.
I don't know. Maybe we should just let this thing of theirs play out. I mean, who are we to stand in the way
The
of?
winds of war?
Maybe. Maybe this is what both of them have been looking for since the war. Someone who understands, to find closure.
Or maybe to find each other. So what, we just sit back and let love or lust or whatever take its unnatural course to an unforeseen conclusion?
Could any better ideas?
Yeah. How about you and me meet for another cup of coffee when this is all over?
Why not? Just for coffee.
You never run out of surprises, do you?
God, I hope not.
Got anything else in your bag of tricks?
Actually, I do.
God, I hate to grow your expectations. I think I'm done for the day.
Oh, it's not that kind of surprise.
Well, in that case, carry on, as they say in the airline and service industry. Tell me what you got.
It's a scrapbook.
A scrapbook? Isn't a scrapbook getting a little personal?
This one is of my time in Vietnam.
You're in Nam?
Yeah. I was a surgical nurse at the 27th Surgical Hospital and the 91st evac at Chu Lai.
Well, that's where I was.
I know. Leanne told me. And, well, Rocky reminded me of this almost forgotten relic of the war. I showed it to Leanne. Turns out we were in country at the same time.
You could have been prodding and poking me.
So how you're prodding and poking me now?
I hear what you mean, but you should have told me you're in there.
No, I shouldn't have. That was our agreement, to keep things impersonal.
But you knew. When you saw Lee and you knew, and you were prodding at me and all sorts of the guise of who knows what, and I told you all sorts of personal information.
I needed to find out if you were one of my boys, one of the patients that I treated.
Why?
Well, because I never stopped wondering about them. All those young lives, so full of hope and vitality and promise. I wondered how many even made it to their 20th birthday. It was such a waste on both sides. And now, here we are, 40 years later. You and Rocky, two of my boys, who are doing well, making a difference in a world as screwed up now as it was back then.
Well, there's got to be a better way. What would I know? I'm just a cunning linguist.
You're so much more than that. Rocky told me about the work you do with the vets and the homeless and reuniting Vietnamese orphans with American families. Pro bono, for free.
I know what pro bono is.
Of course you do. I just like saying it. Pro bono.
I like the way you say it, but I don't want to get off the track. It's okay, I do some work with some of my army buddies and a few lost kids, but it's no big deal. Anyone would do it.
No, they wouldn't. Not unless they were looking for something.
Like what?
I don't know. Redemption, maybe?
Is that what you're looking for? I mean, you couldn't save us all, you couldn't marry us all. So what is you trying to give us? Okay, part of your heart?
You see right through me, don't you? You must make a very good therapist.
You too. Sometimes we don't know what it is we need, and we make some very questionable decisions about the choices we make.
So, what are we fighting about?
I've no idea. I'm sick of this fight and the charade. Let's have a look at your scrapbook.
Are you sure?
What else could possibly go wrong?
All right. Okay. So, July from the air. It was already such a huge base before we even got there.
Tran and I just worked out in the field out of his village.
You told me about Tran.
Good guy.
Here we go. 4 newly minted army nurses. Norma, Maggie, Val, and yours truly. Ready to save the world.
For what?
God, we had no idea.
Neither did we.
We were so young.
We grow up way too fast.
I know. Look, some of my boys, I had so many proposals. They would say anything when they were alive, happy to be so. They thought we were angels.
Believe me, any nurse is a beautiful sight to a wounded GI. But I wouldn't have proposed to you. I was already married.
Here, that's the photo that I wanted you to see.
Why, that's Tran and Tuyen. And that could be me under all those bandages. It's hard to tell. And you.
Yeah? I was the surgical nurse on your ward. Tran brought Tuin in just before you were medevac back to the States to say goodbye.
That's the last time I saw my wife. I don't even have a photo of her.
Well, you can have that one. I showed it to Leanne. She thought you should see it, and so did I.
So is this the kind of closure we tell other people about?
I just wish I could have done more. I mean, there were just so many of you.
Well, you couldn't save them all. But you did save me.
For what?
For later.
Much later. Oh God, this is turning out like a John Wayne and Patricia Neal World War II movie. Suppose it means we've had something of a breakthrough.
Does that mean we can just be friends?
I suppose so. But it doesn't mean I'm going to fall in love with you.
I don't think we have any say in the falling in love part.
Fall. Such an apt word, never knowing quite where you're going to land. But I must tell you, I'm not without my flaws.
Well, neither am I. But our flaws are what makes things interesting.
And at my age, I am not likely to change.
Please don't change. I like you the way you are.
Your cat doesn't like me.
I'm not sure she even likes me. She's a cat. But she'll come around eventually.
I always wanted a cat.
Well, it's 2 for 1 day. You've got a cat and a vet on the same day.
Well, that sounds like a deal I can't refuse.
What do you say? Go for a cup of coffee?
All right, Jack. I will have coffee with you. But at my place, not yours.
You'll have to tell me your unit number.
It's for you.
For you. How about that? You know, funny, things just have a way of working themselves out.
Yes, isn't it funny how something as trivial as casual sex could lead to something as meaningful as a cup of coffee? Go get dressed. And coffee's on me, pro bono.
I wouldn't have it any other way.
Fly me to the moon. Let me play among the stars. Let me see.
Well, I'll never get into it, but